Hi traders, welcome to Elite Currency. My name is Chris. In this video, of course, taking a look at the euro dollar and pound dollar. So let's kick off with the euro dollar. This is the 1 hour chart. It prices very strongly in the momentum to the downside. This trend line indicates what an angle, very steep, and we see that price has stayed in that for many hours now already in this downtrend channel. We had some pauses here, wave 4 perhaps, and here another correction is taking place at this moment. So what is this momentum piece? It could either be an ABC, for instance, right here, although the A is quite short, ABC, that does not seem that likely at this moment. It is probably a wave 1, 2, and all of this is part of 3, and this could be a wave 4, for instance. This could have been a wave 4 too, but it could have been an internal wave 4 of that wave 3, so that this could have been, for instance, a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does that mean? Basically, at this moment, expecting still one more push lower. All right, if this is indeed a wave 4 price already stopped at the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. So if it goes higher, it could, for instance, bounce at the 38.2 Fib near 116. It could even bounce roughly at the weekly pivot point. No, I think it's daily pivot point and the 50 Fib. It is actually a weekly pivot point. I just checked. Now, the price, if price breaks above the 61.8 Fib, then in that case, this is not looking that much as a wave 4 at the moment. All right, that's very important. Then in that case, a bullish breakout could occur and there could be a different wave pattern taking place. So how far could that wave 4 and 5 go? So we know where wave 4 could most likely end up. That wave 5 will probably go for a lower low, and could be aiming at these minus 272 target and a minus 61.8 target around 114.50, which is a key level as we were indicating last weekend, because that's a 50 Fibonacci, 50 Fib percentage retracement level and support, potential support there from the weekly chart could be where wave A ends up. So this is a very important level. For the moment though, I think that there could be a pullback and continuation down to that zone, which can complete a bigger kind of bearish impulse. And that's where I expect a potential bounce and support level to kick in for a rally, potentially at 114.50 or around that zone. All right. At this moment, this seems to be more likely of a wave 4 at this point. I would say a bigger correction is taking place. I think that this is looking like a corrective leg now. This is a corrective leg, and this is all corrective leg, completing a wave 4, and now price is probably in a wave 5 that could go towards the 114.50. If there is a strong bearish daily candle closing and breaking below 114.50, then it could be even more bearish than I expect right now. All right, so that's also something to keep in mind. We'll discuss that probably on Thursday or next weekend. Now, I was mentioning a triangle in this particular zone, and there were comments saying, one comment said that the person didn't agree that there was a triangle, but I think that we could see a triangle in it. I think that this is looking like an A, this could be B, sorry, this is A, B, C, D, E, and as you can see, the wave B didn't break the bottom here, the wave C didn't break A, D didn't break B, and E didn't break D. So I think it is a triangle actually, and that completed probably the third leg of that bigger correction, right? This being the first, this being the second, and this being a third. Now I expected a bigger bullish momentum actually to the upside, but we never got the break. And I did say the second alternative is that if it breaks to the downside, this could be a wave 4 and down we go for wave 5. That at this moment does seem the most likely. So that's what I'm expecting, up and then down and then up again, all right? Up to the resistance fibs, then down to the fib targets, and then a bounce off the weekly 50 fib at 114.50. But if it breaks above this zone, of course, then definitely something else could be going on, and then I would be a bit cautious with the downside. If we get a break above this resistance trend line, we might see that bigger push up towards these fibs, but keep an eye on a bounce there, because I think there's a good chance of a reversal at that point. All right, pound dollar is continuing with the channel to the downside, and we're not getting that bigger bullish correction that I did expect, although I realized that price was in a downtrend channel. So one of the reasons was that I thought this looked like a 5 wave. You can see sometimes wave patterns are not always perfect, and it's probably an ABC, with this being an A, here being a B, and this being a C. We expected an ABC down, though. That, in a way, did occur and is taking place. The wave C is a little bit larger and stronger than expected, though. So we are looking now, I think, at a potential wave 4 of wave 5 of that wave C of that wave 5. So let me break that down for you, all right? So what I think we're looking at is an ending diagonal right here. All right, let's take a look maybe on the daily chart. All right, it's because look at this piece. It isn't a downtrend channel, but it's very choppy and very corrective, isn't it? Right, price is moving up a lot, even though it's in a downtrend. So it's choppy, despite the fact that it's actually moving with the trend. It is choppy. This was moving with the trend, but with impulse and momentum. This not, right? Because it's going back too often to the top of this downtrend channel, 5-6 times. So there's a lot of overlap between these swings, a lot of overlap between these waves. And from this perspective, I think it's looking like an ending diagonal, all right? You'll have to check out on the lead currency how I exactly have it. I'm not sure. I think this was an ABC for wave 1, ABC for wave 2, ABC for wave 3 perhaps, ABC for wave 4, and ABC for wave 5. Something like that. But you can check on the website, elitecurrency.com, go to our blog, and then check out today, August 7, wave analysis of pound dollar. So within this, so that could be the ending diagonal. It could be a wave 5 left, for instance. And within that wave 5, there could be ABC. And within that C, there could be one more wave 5. So let's take a look at that 1 hour chart. And we're looking, I think, at a wave 1, 2, wave 3 here, and this could be a wave 4, 2. So let's put a fib on this particular swing. And, you know, a retracement up to the 23, 38, 50 fib, any of those would be normal. If there are any bearish engulfing twins on the 1 hour, 4 hour chart, that's also valid for the euro dollar, by the way. That could confirm the turnaround here. Of course, if price breaks through support trend line, that could confirm the breakout to the downside. If it breaks above, yet again, the weekly pivot point in the 61.8 fib, then in that case, you know, something else is going on, and perhaps in that case, price has already completed the ABC. All right, so that's something to keep an eye on if price breaks through that resistance zone. Otherwise, I think we're looking for a pullback and a continuation for one more new lower low at around 128.50 perhaps. And in that case, I think that probably is it, because here price moved around 410 pips. So we would expect the wave 5 not to be longer than that. So 128.10 is what we would expect as max for the moment. If it breaks below that, then we're looking at even more strength to the downside. Maybe we're looking at a wave 3 of some sort. But the minus 272 target and the S2, weekly S2 in the bottom of that downtrend channel seems to be the main target. If we get a pullback and continuation, then that would be the main target around 128.50. All right, that's about it for now. Check out elitecurrency.com for more free analysis on a daily basis, intraday basis, in fact, multiple per day, as well, different instruments, Forex, of course, cryptos, etc. Above all, wish you good trading, and thank you for all of your shares, likes, and subscribes. Cheers.